choice and bring it to life right here in front of your eyes. I ask at this time, ladies and gentlemen, that you please remove any HUDs or AOs so that our contestants can do the best possible walks for you today. My name is Ava Yamin, and I will be your hostess for today's challenge event. I would also like to direct all the audience's attention to both the sides of the venue. There we will have our sponsor boards. Without all these amazing sponsors, we would just be another competition. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. First, we have our platinum sponsors: Audace, Big Dog Iron Customs, Catwalk, Chop Suey, Designer Showcase, Hilly Halen, Ironcraft Designs, Carrie's Furniture, Laura A, Models Workshop, Poses with Attitude, Pray, Simply Stavros, Swank, and then also for our Versus Magazine and Zipsta. Our gold sponsors this year are Angel Eyes Photography, Dope, I Am Collection, ISBJ. Our silver sponsors this year are Doc 17, Fantastic Furniture, Swinging with Sajia, and Luna Body Art. Our special sponsor this year is Heels. I would also like a special thank you to go out to Trinity Aironaut, our videographer for today's competition, and also our resident photographer, Resme Bloodstorm. Also a very, very special thank you to Mikhail Thor, Ollie Matthey, and Lorelei Kerr, three of our amazing sponsors from Doc 17. Thank you for being here. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank our judges for taking time out of their busy schedules to be here with us today. First, we have Cyberdog Foxclaw, COO of Mr. and Miss Model International, Mr. and Miss Model International 2015 first runner-up, Board of Directors for MMI, Staff and Accounting, Model, Stylist, and Judge for MMI. Ariana Jasmine, Miss MMI 2016, CEO of Models Workshop, Teacher, Model, and Photographer. Liberty Lighthouse, COO of Audace Modeling School and Agency, Model, MMI Contestant 2016, Photographer, Law and More Diversity Magazine Judge for MMI 2018, Photographer for MMI. Olivia, Model Instructor, former manager for Flavion, currently modeling for Chop Suey, Blogger Extraordinaire. Izzy McPherson, owner and CEO of I Am Collection, builder, and an amazing supporter of MMI. A special thank you to all the staff and board of MMI for all your hard work and dedication to this wonderful organization, especially to Cyberdog Foxclaw, CEO of MMI. Thank you for all your hard work, Cy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please give a big warm of applause to all of our MMI 2018 contestants as they wow you with their gods and goddesses today. First taking the runway, we have Abigail Organic. She was known to the ancient Greeks as Eos. The Hindus know her as Usus. Today, Abby depicts Aurora, a Roman goddess of the dawn. Abby was inspired by The Gates of Dawn, an oil painting by Herbert James Draper that was first exhibited in London at the Royal Academy of Art in 1900. Legend has it that every morning she throws open the golden doors of her rose-strewn bedroom to start a new day. Then she races across the sky to wake the people of the world below. Modesty dictates that the goddess wears gold chain-linked Natalia panties from Adams, and like all of the Greco-Roman deities, she wears a golden laurel leaf crown. This one is from Trident Jewelry. Her sunlit golden headpiece, collar, and belt are from Atissa from Zipsa. Running across the sky, she relies on her golden chain boots from Gwen's Female Fashion. Please, audience, don't be shy to scream and shout for your favorite one. Thank you, Abby. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Amy Hamilton. Amy chose Egypt's Isis as a mare theme, and she loved this period. The brown dress is one of a crinkle material which she felt would have been worn with just the tie on the shoulder. The gilded horns and the sun disk is always shown in most paintings and Egyptian art. On her feet, just chains and anklets and armbands. This is what Amy has to say. I am Isis, the one who is all, the lady of 10,000 names, the goddess of the moon, the goddess of magic, the mother of life, the crone of death. I am the firstborn of Geb, the god of the earth, and Nut, the goddess of the overarching sky. My powers outshine even those of Ra, the god of the sun, and my son Horus, the falcon-headed god of the sky. I am the source of renewal of the Nile each spring. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to Cat's Meow 17 resident, to her friends Kitty. How ironic that she picked this one. Kitty's inspiration for this challenge was the Egyptian goddess Bast, or Bastet. Bast was one of the most popular goddesses of ancient Egypt. She is generally thought of as a cat goddess. As Bast, she was a warrior and portrayed as a woman with the head of a lion. She slowly evolved, being a woman with the head of a cat, and to be exclusively associated with the domesticated cat. Her name translates to devouring lady or perfumed oil jar. For ladies and gentlemen, for this goddess, she can be sweet and precious or have a heart of a predator. She is often shown accompanied by a litter of kittens holding the ancestrum or papyrus wand. Kitty transformed herself into the Bast with the Bastet goddess mask by Idiom and Sicily mudskins by 7 deadly skins. Egypt was a huge producer of cotton, so Kitty has donned a sensual cotton silk fit for the goddess from beyond the mist. Every Egyptian goddess has gorgeous jewelry. Kitty has chosen the stunning gold and multicolored set by KK. To show Bast's love of music, Kitty is carrying a sistrum by Mickey Miles, but the most important thing to the Bast is her cats by Green Corporation. Give it up for Kitty, Cat's Meow 17 resident. Thank you, Kitty. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome Herb Carnal. For his god, he chose the Norse god of Odin. He rules Valhalla and the god of many things. Some of these being the battle of knowledge. This is what Herb had to say. I chose him because he is very powerful and wise. He is power to be reckoned with. To fit with this Viking theme, he is also wearing the leather brigantine with a cloth tunic and pants under it. A pair of pull-on boots cover my feet and a bracer on my right arm. In these violent times, my shield and axe have become my constant companions. One last look, audience, at the mighty, great Herb Carnal as Odin. Thank you, Herb. Next, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Holly Wren Astar. Holly's inspiration for the goddess Anthea, also known as Hera, due to my love of flowers and forest, and also people, kindness, and love. I can just see Anthea choosing twigs and moss, ferns, along with flowers, and making the most outrageous wreaths for her own hair or to give to her friends. She is the goddess of flowery wreaths, nature, vegetation, peace, and mortal love. Anthea and Iris are best friends. Iris is more a major goddess, Anthea a minor one. Anthea is a very quiet to others except for nature. She has a shy approach when it comes to anyone else, and she is often misunderstood as helpless in general, being who doesn't know how to defend herself. Anthea often gets bullied by the other gods because they think she is weak. Give another round of applause, everybody, to Holly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome HR Heather. This is what Heather says. I have always loved shopping. Of course, in the first weeks in Second Life, one tends to buy prodigiously, and that's possible. And although I had set my mind on being a vampire, among my travels I came across an open market with hundreds of sales cards up and down the walls. They were at least a dozen persons high. I can't remember the name of the place, but the bones of the look were bought from there. 2 years ago, I never used it. So she's the goddess of light. The costume doesn't actually come with the light levels raised, so I made the costume glow, not intensely, just enough. I felt it still needed something, and in my travels buying things, I had saved a sales page of fantastic fascinators whose developer had also created the headdress of flowers. The yellow double roses just screamed to be worn. Added a flexi skirt from another gown to brighten it all up, added a magic fire to walk on, and I have Bellissima, which is the close pronunciation to the Italian Bellissima, highly beautiful as you can get, and still be Celtic. Thank you, Heather. Give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Heather. Next, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Leanne Jastone. Leanne has always been drawn to the sea, yearning to swim with the dolphins. She reads books about the sea, and one of her favorites is about Poseidon, god of the sea. But behind every god, there is a strong goddess. A goddess who possessed similar powers to her husband, but withstood her own and possessed unique powers all on her own. Aphrodite, dubbed Queen of the Sea and Sea Goddess, she was the personification of the sea, a loud-moaning mother of fish, seals, and dolphins. She is also mother to the mighty Triton, but also bore seals and dolphins. Aphrodite wears DM Lorelei shell pasties. The sea is beautiful on the surface, with sparkling waves crashing on the shore. But even more stunning and deeper is the venture. So it is no surprise that the Queen of the Sea is just as stunning, topping off her look with empty shell teardrop sea pearl earrings and Neptune's treasure necklace and bracelet. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next time that you're on the shore somewhere, looking out over the sea, pay close attention. Maybe you'll see Aphrodite jumping and playing amongst the dolphins. Thank you so much, Leanne. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Jonelle Devonshire. Ladies and gentlemen, her name is Lukara, the goddess of female warriors and leaders, as well as unrealized potential in all beings. She empowers all women, and her symbol is the jewelry she wears on her chest, the Aisling Yiddish chest lace. Thighs Pro-Magic Shintra thigh bands, arms Earth Tones of El bracelets, Zenith Wood Elf Ranger leather gloves, and headpiece, and Terrible Aurora's headpiece, pastels, and charisma chain binding. The sword, Might of Demacia spear, is embellished with her symbol and large gems. She also carries a dagger upon her left thigh, the Zenith Wood Elf Ranger leather leg belt. Her belief is that a large cat at her side, Alchemy Huntress Panther, is the perfect example of grace and power of women. Luekra is also a protection goddess, and her constant intervention against rape and assault has earned her the gratitude of many followers. Thank you again, Jonelle Devonshire. Everyone give it up for Jonelle. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Noreen Wingtips Barano. Hearing the theme gods and goddesses immediately brought up a picture I had recently seen, showing a Japanese goddess called Benzatine, or Benton, one of the 7 Japanese deities of luck. She emerged from the Indian river goddess Sarvati. Benzantine is associated with music, dance, art, wisdom, and as well as water. Her attributes are the Baiwai lute, fans, a bow, and several more. Being shown in the beginning of the 8 arms, she is now mostly shown as the beautiful female with one of her attributes. The flowy rose-colored dress Karen by Zenith underlines Benzatine's femininity, as well as her high-branded clogs by Kanoto. The fan in her hand is made by Momo and is used for the Japanese art of dancing, linking thus music and the arts. And the motif is taken up again with the golden earrings from Delinks and the fan ring and bracelet. The hairstyle that she adorns is Natu by Tukinama Guma and is not only bejeweling with its flowers and the big bow, but another attribute of the Bentonite's beauty in the illustration of her being the picture of a fair female. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Noreen Barano. Thank you so much, Noreen. Next coming out to see us is Pity Pooley or Zach Rose to his friends. Zach to the ones that are even closer. Zach comes to you today in our semifinal as Horus. Horus is the legendary falcon-headed god of ancient Egypt. He is also probably one of the most important and highly revered and long-lived gods in the ancient Egyptian kingdom. He was worshipped for over 5,000 years. One of the most important roles of this deity of the sun and sky. The eyes of Horus are the sun and moon. Pharaohs were believed to represent the earthy form of Horus. Zachros has always been interested in the history of ancient Egypt and its gods and devotion to the afterlife. His favorite play as a kid was to perform the ghost of Tutankhamun. One day, a couple of years ago, he saw an avatar who was wearing a Horus outfit with the mask and staff, so very important elements to Horus, and one Zachros was very impressed and thought he must have that outfit. He asked where he could get it, and the answer was in a gacha. After some time of absence from Second Life, gacha was a totally unknown word to Zachros. After finding the meaning, he started to hunt the Horus outfit. The result of this hunt was nothing much. That Horus outfit was hidden. The only things he found were the other deities in the same gacha. Anubis gave him the staff and the mask, Basta the tool belt, and the gauntlets. With these findings of DRD, ancient Egypt, Zachros decided to make an Anubis outfit for the semifinals of MMI. Then just some days before the semifinals, he felt a miracle happen, and he found the whole Horus apparel in one gacha. The mask and the staff were there, golden gauntlets, golden snakes were there. No doubt he made the semifinals outfit. The outfit has no feathers of the ancient Egypt Horus. The myth of Horus still fascinates people, and the outfit has got its features from modern movies and TV series. It misses the colors of ancient Horus, but the details in its metal and leather are awesome. Thank you, Zach, and congratulations on finding that outfit. Next, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our stage, Shiva St. Clair. Here is Shiva as Bastet of ancient Egypt, goddess of war and the guardian of cats. Shiva adores animals and is a total cat lover. To Shiva, there was but only one goddess that she could choose, and that was Bastet. Shiva's inspirations is, of course, the cats, but also the bold coloration they used to depict the ancient gods and goddesses: black, gold, red, and vibrant blues and greens. Shiva put this together using the old depictions of the gods and goddesses, almost always made with black skin and always with gold accents. Shiva took this a bit more literally and made the stunning outfit of mostly black and gold. Shiva started out with a black Bastet mask by Devious Minds and a rare gacha, and she loved how the gold contrasted with the black and decided to do everything mostly those two colors. From there she found Jewelry and Hair by Moon Amor and Flying Glips Cloth, also by Rare Gacha Find. To tie it all together, she used the American Bazaar Ferrio dress, a simple dress in gold fastened on the side. As the clothing of those times, they were very simple and not very intricate. Shiva wanted to stay true to what the clothing back then could be like, and she added the gold Sondra external necklace to add a bit more regal feel to it. Shiva wanted things to be simple as in ancient times, so instead of sandals, since she was a goddess after all, she wears the Casey Couture Sierra feet jewels and gold chains on her feet. Her claws carry the ancient symbol of Anak, paying homage to the Egyptian culture. As Bastet is the guardian of cats, Shiva felt she had to bring along her little furry friend Isis, as well as her werecats, tailed by Cat's Eye. Cats in ancient Egypt were revered highly, partly due to their ability to combat vermin, which protected the foods and grains, thus lending them to the Bastid's role as the warrior goddess and the protector. Thank you, Shiva. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Whiskey Wolf Oakleaf. Whiskey chose Odin, the father of all gods and men. Odin is described as being tall, an old man with long gray hair and a long gray beard, accompanied by his 2 ravens and 2 large wolves, and carrying a spear. Whiskey Wolf chose the robe by Fate Play due to its similarities of images depicting Odin he had seen researching Odin. Odin gouged out his own eye to be allowed to drink from the Well of Murmur, so that he would gain wisdom, which inspired Whiskey Wolf to remove his left eye and chose the skin by Navarro, properly called Odin. Whiskey Wolf's main inspiration came from his research of Odin. Through images and text he had read, and feels his styling depicts Odin very well. Thank you, Whiskey. As soon as they get lined up, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back our contestants for MMI 2018. And here they come, Abby, Amy, Kitty, Herb, Holly, Heather, Leanne, Jonelle, Noreen, Zachros, Shiva, and Whiskey. You go, gods and goddesses. Give them a great, huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Our semi-finalists for Mr. and Miss Model International 2018. Again, just in case you didn't hear those names, we have Abby, Amy, Kitty, Herb, Holly, Heather, Leanne, Jonelle, Noreen, Zachros, Shiva, and Whiskey. While all the judges take one last look, I would like to again thank all the judges for taking time out to be with us today. The scores from today's God and Goddess Challenge will be added to the judges' scores, and we will have them added to the photo submissions for the cumulative scores. Please join us next week, ladies and gentlemen, for the second semifinal, where we will narrow this field down to five ladies, and we already have our 3 men. I would like to take this opportunity to thank each contestant for their hard work and dedication. It has not been an easy journey. And each and every one of them have stepped up to every challenge, stretching their creativity and stepping outside their comfort zones. Please keep an eye out for Lawnmower Productions MMI, which the next one will be on the 5th of March. Be sure to bookmark lawnmowerproductions.org, and on behalf of myself, Ava Yamin, and Cyberdyke Foxclaw, my name is Ava Yamin, and I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today, and have a great rest of the day.